feet. It powers us. And so we welcome those watching remotely to the meditation portion of today's service. My name is Brother Mark, Practitioner Emeritus, inviting you to become mindful of your breathing. And today we speak about happiness. And it dawns on me that happiness is an inside job, created from within. And so let's find that place within us that I label our spiritual muscle. The place within us that has never been nor could ever be hurt or harmed or endangered in any way. It is the I am that I am. It is the core of who each of us is in truth and in spirit. And so let's be in touch with this place, in tune, aligned, so that we can infuse ourselves with it, and it can infuse for every one of our needs to be met on time every single time. Even needs we do not realize yet that we have consciously. So connect with it however that's comfortable for you. And with each breath, sink into it even a little deeper, even a little bit more broader, even a little bit more wider. Infusing that I am that resides within. Allowing it to have its full sway. Simply allow for any insight. Allow for any divine revelation. Permit any healings, transformations, demonstrations. And so allow with each exhalation, allow yourself to sink even deeper into the center of this I am that I am. The spiritual core, the spiritual muscle, this place in us that has never been nor could ever be hurt or harmed or endangered in any way. Align with it. Allow it to infuse you as you infuse it. And simply call forth and allow. For all blessings and healings, transformation, insight, demonstrations, transformations. With the idea that it is your good and you ought to have it. If your mind wanders, just remind yourself, it is my good and I ought to have it. It's my good and I ought to have it. It is my good and I ought to have it now. See this place within you glimmer and shine and sparkle and radiate. All electrified, energetically, exactly what's needed on time, every single time by your soul. Allow for a spiritual radiation to occur, disintegrating and dissolving all that no longer serves you for your highest and best good. See it vanquish, evaporate, disintegrate, back to the no-thingness from which it came. You are the light of the world. Declare for yourself, if your mind wanders, I am the light of the world. I am the light of the world. I am the light of this world. So just allow for your next inhalation to include gratitude. Gratitude for any insight, any divine wisdom, any healing, transformation, all of it. And with the exhalation, we include even more gratitude. We know that this process continues to unfold, and that all is in order and all is in harmony. Inviting you to use your next inhalation to bring yourself back to the body temple, the physical form. You may want to tap the fingertips together, the toes to the ground, do a little stretch. And with the exhalation, we remain in gratitude for this time of sacred stillness and remembering that I am that I am. We bless the sanctuary space so that all who enter may receive a personal insight, a transformation, revelation, and a healing. And multidimensional it is. So this concludes the meditation portion of the service. When you're ready, just simply allow for the outer eyes to open if you've not already done so. And we continue with the Sunday celebration service. To each of you, I'm grateful and profoundly thankful. Namaste.
Person next to you, and think God loves you and I love you too, and feel that love in the sanctuary, and in your mind repeat after me. Come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. From every walk of life, every creed or color, in kidship we unite, in honor of the love of each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet now. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome. Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. So one more time, a beautiful good morning. In sunny Southern California.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Spiritual Center in Redlands. Thank you to everyone joining us live in our beautiful sanctuary and to those who follow us on Facebook Live and watch remotely on YouTube. My name is Lisa Yamato, and it is truly an honor and privilege to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service. We are a New Thought spiritual community and all inclusive to all the spiritual truths from all the world's religious traditions and spiritual paths. We focus on the philosophy of science of mind, which was developed in the early 20th century by writer and lecturer Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, who developed a fresh new way for us to look at ourselves and how we fit into our world. We honor all people from every background, all races, sexual orientations, gender expressions, and spiritual paths. No matter who you are or where you are on your journey of faith, you are always welcome here. If you are with us for the first time, please raise your hand and allow us to properly greet you. Oh. Hello. We are delighted to have you all with us today. A gentle reminder to please silence your cell phones and place them safely away so you may participate more fully.
Thank you, Lisa. So the idea of silencing your cell phones. We just had a lovely meditation a few minutes ago. Most of you were here for that, led by Brother Mark. And we sit in silence. But of course, there is no perfect silence. There's always stuff going on, even if it's just the molecules of air hitting your eardrum, if you're in that kind of an environment. Nevertheless, it's more quiet than most of our busy daily lives. And in that quiet, we can discover a lot. In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world filled with chaos and noise. I awake to these precious moments when I hear what could never be said. And right here in that holy silence, I find peace. I find myself. In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world filled with chaos and noise. I wake to these precious moments when I hear what could never be said. And right here in that holy silence, I find peace. I find joy. I find love. I find myself.
And so I invite us to take in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. Let's breathe that in together. And with our exhalation, let's release and surrender all that does not match all that is divine. Just let it go. Once again, we use our breathing to breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. With our exhalation, release and surrender all that does not match all that is sacred. Just let it go with ease and with grace. Once again, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And with our exhalation, release and surrender all that does not match all that is holy. Just let it go. It's always a choice to become detached from all that no longer serves. Bless and release, bless and release, bless and release. And so as we return to our normal breathing pattern, we're reminded that all that is divine, all that is sacred, all that is holy is always nearer to us than our own breathing. It's closer to us than our very hands and feet. And so we can count on it as it awaits us to open to it, to have its full sway even more in, through, and as our very life. And so for whatever blessings you're ready to receive, whatever healings you're ready to receive and participate in, let's name it good. I'm going to name it good and very good. And I'm seeing you now as Spirit created you whole, complete, and perfect. Nothing missing, lacking, needing, nor wanting. If you can feel that for yourself, Just say, right where I am, the divine lives. Right where I am, the divine lives. Say it to yourself, remind yourself, let your solar plexus hear it for yourself. Right where I am, the divine lives. And affirm, I am whole, I am complete, I am perfect. It's a very, very good reminder. And as we continue to allow Sunday service to unfold with ease and grace, we remember those who have called our prayer ministries, those who we each have on our hearts about prayer this day. So start by saying our own names out loud in the sanctuary space, Brother Mark. And those who you have on your heart about prayer this day, just say those names out loud. Gabe, G, Ed, Vedante, Vladimir, Tatiana, Gabe, the Chitjian family, Gomez family, Akmajin family. See them with holy eyes, with divine right seeing, nothing missing, lacking, needing, or wanting. See them spiritually aligned with their divinity and their wholeness and their perfection. See that God is right where they are. Just know that about each. That it's all unfolding with ease and with grace, with joy, a sense of surrender. See that anything that is heretofore blocked or hindered, deferred, denied, or delayed, their highest expression for each of us individually, for all of us collectively, for all the names that we've uttered in this space, to see everything shift in alignment now. There's only divine order, harmony, with ease and with grace. Nothing to do, only to be. Inviting you to affirm and see that with me now in our mind's eye. Now we continue with the prayer as we always do, to include it, to be about peace. We know peace must start within ourselves before we can take it to the world. So anchor that place for yourself that can find peace, if possible, within. The peace that's with a capital P, the peace that passes human understanding. Let's call it forth for ourselves individually. When you're ready now, we take it to our city, we take it to our sanctuary space, we take it throughout the state of California. When you're ready now, we take that peace throughout the entirety of all the United States, and we're going to then go global. See the highest idea of peace go out through the sanctuary doors, through the rooftop of the sanctuary space. Where two or more are gathered, we've aligned it. We multiply it now in the millions and millions of energy units of peace. And then see how easy it is to transform the millions and millions of units of energy of peace into billions and billions, and then trillions and trillions. And then unlimited peace, which is what it is in spiritual truth. And I'm calling it forth to be made manifest on earth now, where we can see it and not need to call it forth, for it is already here. See it in all the places in struggle and strife. Join me in seeing humanitarian aid reach those places in most critical need. Join me in seeing world leaders change their minds and policy positions toward and about and for peace now, with no explanation required, needed, nor wanted. See anything that is heretofore blocked or hindered or deferred or denied this from happening on earth, just see it vanquished, eliminated, evaporated back to the nothingness from which it came, and instead replaced with this truth, where the energetic frequency tips to the scales of justice, mercy, peace, and grace. And join me in standing on this rock of truth and knowing that it shall be done. I call it forth to be done here and right now. I bless the rest of the service, the board meeting, the music, the sound booth, Craig and David, Al's show later today, Hairspray and Rancho Mirage. Blessing each of us individually, all of us collectively, allowing all of this to unfold with ease, grace, joy, happiness, and surrender. Can you feel it? Then it's complete. I call forth the universe then to just affirm the yes that I have put into the universe. So everything ordered, everything declared, everything affirmed is made true and so by my proclamation and belief that it is done, it is true, it is so, and it is all good. I invite you to say together with me, and so it is. Amen and Ashe. All right. Welcome, everybody, to CRS Redlands. My name's Brother Mark. I'm a practitioner emeritus for those who are new. And it's really a pleasure and honor to have you here. Lisa's going to come on up for the reading. You can wear that. Lisa's going to wear the crown. If we find another crown, we'll pass it around. It's a reminder of who you are, so don't be afraid to wear that. Just a reminder of who you are in spirit and in truth.
All right. Okay, thanks. All right. You deserve this. You deserve someone whose heart breaks when they watch you cry. You deserve someone who feels your emotions with you instead of just sympathizing. You deserve someone who will trace your facial features and the crevices and valleys of your body with their fingertips so they can remember every part of you when they miss you. You deserve someone who watches you out of the corner of their eye while you read a book and drink your wine, because they think you're the most beautiful person they have ever laid their eyes on. You deserve someone who will ask you about your day and generally care about the answer. You deserve someone who wants to know every detail about you, like the way you like your coffee in the mornings, your favorite smell, or what movies make you cry. You deserve someone who will guard your heart and destroy anything meant to harm you with loyalty, running so deep in their veins that they get physically ill at the mere thought of betrayal. You deserve to be seen, you deserve to be heard, you deserve to be wanted, and most importantly, you deserve to be loved. That was by Cody Brett. Thank you.
Woof. Woot, woot. I'm going to give that one a double woot. Woot, woot. This is a melody, well-known melody, that Ludwig van came up with many years ago as the finale to his last symphony. I put my own lyrics to it. People have, there was a disco version of this. There have been so many versions of this song. I hope you enjoy it. Join the joyful celebration. Let the festive time begin. Raise your voice in affirmation. Peace on earth, goodwill to men. Grateful for our friends and brothers. Grateful for the time we share. In communion with each other. All the people everywhere. Everywhere. Join the joyful celebration. See yourself in everyone. Witness your divine reflection, showing that we all are one. Namaste to friends and sisters, angels walking incarnate, divine beauty out and inwards, perfect and immaculate. Immaculate, immaculate. Join the joyful celebration. The time to lose all care. Raise your hands in exultation. Plunge them high into the air. Sing and dance in free abandon. expanding. Lift your spirits to the sky. Lift your spirits to the sky. To the sky. Oh, to the sky. Lift your spirits to the sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, Al Yankee. Thank you for being our musical inspiration today. We appreciate you. Thank you, Gilman, for the musical direction. And good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Are you feeling it? I have to believe that that song was also in Sister Act, right? That was one of the best numbers, I think, in Sister Act. Is that right? With Whoopi? Yes. I can tell you it was. And it's amazing. So today we're going to talk about a topic, and thank you for being here on Super Bowl Sunday, right? Sometimes in congregations you're like, is anybody going to come? If I have a deep enough bean dip, maybe they will. So here's the deal. Happiness. Did you notice that's a topic for the day? So the reason I'm standing here, and we don't want to be, don't scare the new people. We make some of it interactive. Some of the talk it's a very irreverent place. So sometimes we'll come and offer you the microphone to see if you have a definition of happiness. I'm going to come by to see if you do, and then I have a talk about happiness for the day. Does that sound fair enough? And we have some affirmations. We do spiritual practices. So at our center, we want you to leave with more tools than you had than when you arrived, to have an amazing life and to practice that at home. And some of those tools we've already practiced. Meditation, right? You'll see affirmation. We already did prayer. If you want to take a screenshot, those are the 5 steps of how we pray in Science of Mind. There's no wrong way to pray. So when I say happiness, just what are the first things that come to your mind? I'm coming this way first. And I can say it in the mic, or if you feel like grabbing the mic, yeah, I know you may, some of you. Happiness. Happiness. Don't worry, I'll come back. Happiness. We're here all week. Happiness.
Compassion makes me happy.
Okay, so compassion makes Gilman happy. I love that. And Gilman has been instrumental in doing concert series for Ukraine. We have 2 sister centers in Ukraine. And after doing the normal tithing, if you want to donate, the acrylic box is still dedicated to that fundraising effort, and has done amazing concerts with other musicians. So we'll be looking for the next one coming up soon. And the Ukraine centers really do appreciate it. They feel like they're a part of our center. And I'll speak about one of the prayers that's really touching and moving. Maybe I just might want to do it now. So there's a practitioner named Chitjian, and her son, Vladimir, is on the front line and was injured. But he wasn't injured. His whole group was actually, I think, killed, is what he said. And he attributes our prayer work and showing him as part of our spiritual family and the treatments that have been written and sent to him. He's apparently had those with him on the front line, hermetically sealing him in love and protection, right? This idea of eternal light and peace. He attributes the reason that he's still alive to that. And there you go. So compassion, happiness. Peace within, happiness. Happiness.
Lovely kittens. My beautiful wife and our 4 lovely kittens.
I can feel that.
Sitting in the evening with our fur babies purring on our laps.
Yes, happiness.
Letting consciousness download.
Judy. Letting consciousness download. Did everybody catch that?
You gave it.
Happiness. Does everybody catch that one about the letting consciousness download? So we're always, to me, the whole spiritual journey is about an invitation, and it's ours to accept. So in Valentine's is coming up. If we don't have we can include a spiritual Valentine. And right? To me, that's the most important relationship the one that shall never leave us nor forsake us, and then we have some of us have the other Valentines too. It's all good. And the letting the consciousness download, isn't that everything? That's using our intuition, right? It's using the guidance. It's our inner GPS. It is. It's our, GPS, whether you call it God or whatever you want. The God protective service. It's the intuition, the voice for within, whatever you want to call spirit. All good. Happiness. Gratitude from Heidi. And we live in the Hello Kitty butterfly world. Happiness.
Inner peace in line with the universal goodness. And I can see that Renaissance painting, Teresa in Ecstasy. If you know that painting.
Did everybody catch Iris? Isn't that beautiful? I don't think there's any other gift that's more important than inner peace. Very good. And I love that you were open to it. The being open is very, very important to let the rest unfold. Happiness.
I guess I'll personalize it today. My happiness comes from being freely open to give of myself and to allow the love that generates in me to do good and to be received.
Thank you so much for that. And you are a most generous giver, and thank you for all the gifts that you give anonymously and not anonymously. We appreciate you. Happiness, lady over here.
Well, when I go to my happiness or my happy place, it's music. And everything to do with music, dance, song. Music is my happiness.
Thank you, Jean, for all you did for V and everybody. You're a blessing. Everybody catch it? You got to sometime let loose. Let the music go. You can dance here. You'll see people dancing here. Happiness. Reverend Nathan, do you have anything?
I believe acceptance of the self, acceptance of others, acceptance for how things are, and also connection, communion with others, and just that introspective self-love and self-worth, and seeing the worth and love in other people.
That's beautiful. And the ushers are coming forth now. It's time for giving. So that was just beautiful. And the one thing that I want to make sure I got, I got a lot from that, but the one thing, this is it. We have to find gratitude for everything just as it is right here and right now. Let me just stand up on the chair and say that again. We must find gratitude for everything in our lives just as it is, just how it is, just right where we are, right here and right now. Can you feel it? I'm going to preach today. I can feel a message coming on. And if I could go low, I'd go low and get back up. I used to be able to go low and get back up. Now I may go low and you have to lift me up. Everybody got that. I could feel you got that. Because the thing is, sometimes we're waiting. We're like, I will be happy when, ... And there's always a way to be more happy when, ... right? I will, right? And the secret, I think there is a secret to happiness. And I think it's starting with where we are now, becoming in full gratitude for where we are now, and then because we're energetic beings, we can magnify and multiply the gratitude that will then attract and draw to us all the missing pieces that we see. In spirit, there's no missing pieces. So divine right housing, divine right employment, maybe divine romantic relationships, better family relationships, maybe it's a new mode of transportation, maybe it's new working career. Doesn't matter the category. Divine health, wholeness, harmony, perfection, wisdom. All right, I'm coming down. Did you feel it? Then we had church. Did I already come over to you? Happiness.
I feel nature, just being quiet in nature, under the trees, by a stream, and just being quiet and feeling it.
Perfect. Are we allowed to know your name?
Tolliver, I'm from visiting.
Linda's visiting from Kentucky. Hold Linda in our hearts. Did you all catch nature? Yes. A lot of people have said hug a tree. And you know, nature is intelligent, right? Do people know that? Do you guys know that, right? There are some root systems that know to talk to other root systems, right? Everybody knows that. Thank you for that. I'm glad to have you visiting from Kentucky. Happiness.
That which makes you unconsciously smile, not just consciously.
Did everybody catch it? I love that. That which, I hope you didn't mind me touching you. That which makes you unconsciously smile as well as consciously smile. That's beautiful. Do you mind if we come to you? Happiness.
Spiritual enlightenment.
Spiritual enlightenment. Do you mind if we know your name?
My name is Ben.
Hey, Ben. Happiness.
Feeling whole and complete and being surrounded by love.
Everybody catch it? And do you mind if we know your name?
Annetta?
Nice to meet you, Annette and Ben. Welcome. Welcome to the family.
G in GPS could also be Gaia.
Okay, Gaia. That's Mother Earth. Happiness.
Coming home to my dog Nancy, who is exponentially happy to always see me.
Happiness. David, do you have one yet? Okay, we'll come back to you. You said Annette and Ben. Nice to meet you guys. All right, I'm working my way to the talk. Sir, happiness.
Mindfulness. I like the acceptance, open heart, and remembering that everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be.
Beautiful. Happiness.
Knowing you're loved.
Happiness.
To dovetail on Eileen, happiness is a warm rescue dog and a wife who loves them and me.
Aw. Now we had a Valentine's Day service as well. Did everybody get a chance to go? All right, do you see that we do things a little bit irreverently? I just have a few notes on happiness as well. And I think we should go back to the idea of the fur babies and the animals for a minute, don't you? I don't think there's any better demonstration of happiness on some animals, not all, right? Not all animals, but there's a lot of connection to our fur babies, right? Where they try to protect us. They think that, right? We need to know when every delivery person comes on our street. That's what ours does. We need to also get a treat for every time a delivery person comes on our street, whether it's to our house or not, is inconsequential. The idea that some of them, or is it just ours, that they have their little patterns that you must complete, whether you'll be late to church or not. I had the walk. Hey, nobody gave me my walk, and so I said, I'll give you a longer walk later. We're going to negotiate this. You're going just to the park right by the house for a minute, and I'm going to be here, right? And that was okay. That was but the barking, I was backing out the cars, and just like, hey, right? Happiness. So happiness can be found in, and also what I was going to say that's coming to me pretty strong. There's people who we may think have a lot, and they may not have happiness. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know that things or money, like I don't really know that things and money, I don't know how much they make you happy. I'll at the same time say they couldn't hurt. I would like to find out more. I used to have a life like that was way too much. I had a too much life. And now it's just much. I mean, it's good. And I think part of the journey spiritually that was interesting for me is maybe I'm even happier now. Maybe I'm even happier now. And maybe that was just a journey that I found within myself. And I think from the sharings, we've got a really rich definition, don't we, of happiness. There's not a real there's not a one ultimate definition for happiness. And I brought a poem to start with from Talia Hunter, who's one of my favorite authors. It goes like this. If we look at each other without eyes, at what we each share on the inside, the longing to be loved, at peace and happy, perhaps there's no difference between us after all. And then happiness from Wikipedia, Lisa sent it over. I'll go ahead and just read it. It's a multifaceted emotion that encompasses a range of positive feelings, from contentment to intense joy. It's often associated with positive life experience, such as spending time with loved ones or engaging in enjoyable activities. However, happiness can also arise spontaneously. That was my favorite part of that. Did everybody catch that, right? I believe you can create happiness. And it's important as a student of science of mind, we catch ourselves. If we're doing an I am statement and it's not unconditionally loving, right? It's not affirming, and it's not happening in the present tense. It's not really a proper affirmation. So we want to catch ourselves as we're saying I am statements. So let's say a few that might come to mind right now. I am beautiful. I am magnificent. I am the masterpiece of the divine. And then Al always asks us, are you? And the reading, did you guys remember in the reading there was some beautiful affirmations at the end? I think I'm going to turn to that and we'll do those together. I deserve to be seen. I deserve to be heard. I deserve to be wanted. I'm adding one. I deserve to be craved. And most importantly, I deserve to be loved. Right? And so the way Spirit loves us is unconditional. It's like we're the Mona Lisa. I don't know if people noticed in the news they're going to be renovating the Louvre. Did you know that? What a project. And I think they want to make it a better space for the Mona Lisa to be able to have, for each person to have a little more time, maybe with Mona Lisa. Anyway, it's in the news. You can check it. So happiness is also closely linked to well-being and overall life satisfaction. Studies show that individuals who experience higher levels of happiness also tend to have better physical and better mental health, stronger social relationships, and greater resilience in the face of adversity. Did everybody catch that? It's very, very, very important that no matter what we can do, that we do what we can do. So if we can't run and we can walk. Getting the heart rate to a certain level 4 to 6 times a week, very, very important. Check with your own doctors on all this. Blessing what we take as medications, herbs, foods. I always call forth for divine assimilation and divine elimination. So we can bless all those things. We could turn anything in the back into broccoli at any time we choose. In our mindset, right? We're going to have a bite of our donut. Everybody knows the importance, right, of all these things. To find that place, find a pattern for yourself, find a practice for yourself of centering, however that looks. Some people have beautiful, what's it called? Holly, help me. Where it's like a thing, the word's not coming to me. It's like almost that thing behind you, where there's a thing. Yes, an altar, thank you. And that word was not coming to me, even though it starts with A. Altar. You could create something for yourself at home, right? You could create affirmations for yourself. You can post a sentence that will help inspire you to get through the week. So the pursuit of happiness has also been a central theme in philosophy and psychology for centuries. While there's no single universally accepted definition of happiness, it's generally understood to be a state of mind characterized by positive emotions, a sense of purpose, and a feeling of fulfillment. Can you feel it? So there's a few quotes. This is from Krishnamurti. Happiness is strange. It comes when you're not seeking it, when you are not making an effort to be happy. Then, unexpectedly, mysteriously, happiness is there, born of purity, of a loveliness of being. Yeah? From Holmes, A New Design for Living, page 111. The present moment can never provide us with more joy than we're able to embody. Did you catch that one? So all of our spiritual practice, everything, is about our willingness to participate in it more fully by using our free will. Is that making sense to everybody? There's a principle too in science of mind called mental equivalence, very, very important. It's the idea that when we pray and we speak our word and we make our declaration, that the universe can only fulfill it to the exact scientific number that we believe it, as we're releasing our word to the law of life. So if we have the app that I have promised to develop, and I scan it over your third eye on your foreheads and go around the room, some people will be at 0%, some people will be at 100%. And the closer we can get to 100%, the more we can manifest those things at 100%. Because once we release our words, then our job is just to walk around with great expectancy. That it's true, that it's so, that it's happening right here, right now. There's no delay in our teaching. And that's also what I love about our teaching. It's right here, right now. Everybody got that? Okay, more to follow. From Holmes again, Religious Science, the text, page 11. To be well, happy, and to express freedom is to be in accord with divine law and wisdom. So, did you catch it? It's actually fulfilling our life's mission and purpose when we're happy and well. We can express that freedom. From Science of Mind, 365 Science of Mind, page 53. God has imparted our life to us, placing no limitation or condition that would restrict us other than this. Our life must be lived constructively, in unity and love and sympathy with everything around us. If we expect to live it to the fullest, I believe every person is born to be creative and to live to the fullest and to be happy and glad and prosperous and whole. That's Holmes. And so now we're going to see the great dichotomy, watching the news, seeing what's happening. It's almost too much, even watching 60 seconds or 90 seconds. Is what I just read really happening in the entirety of our world at this moment? I'm just going to say, is it? So can we remain happy? Can we remain in spiritual alignment and truth despite some of the things we're going to see and hear that to me are diametrically opposed to everything I just read? I'm going to read this one more time. This is Holmes, 365 Science of Mind, page 53. God has imparted our life to us, placing no limitation or condition that would restrict us other than this. Our life must be lived constructively. Our life must be lived in unity and love and sympathy with everything around us. If we expect to live it to the fullest, I believe every person is born to be creative and to live to the fullest and to be happy and glad and prosperous and whole. And so I'm just going to add all that as a prayer to all the people who have any leadership in the world for anything. Can you join me in that for just a sec? Let all policies, positions, instructions be constructive, be in unity for all, be in love for all, be in sympathy with everything around us. Let each be happy and glad, prosperous and whole. Amen. All right, now we're going to go to Scripture, Matthew 9:20 through 22. And behold, a woman which was diseased with an issue of blood 12 years came behind him and touched the hem of his garment. For she said within herself, if I may touch his garment, I shall be whole. But Jesus turned about, and when he saw her, he said, Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith hath made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour. Isn't that beautiful? That really touched me because the couple of parables and scriptures that I read said that Jesus was not even aware that the garment was being touched or that the person was even there. That it was that person, the Christ, Jesus, was just living out of the wholeness and fullness of the healing energy that that person is, right? There are multiples like that. We were all made to be like that and more. Do you remember that? It's scripture too. And there are some teachings that you, if you're drawn to those, you can find where there are multiples like that, where the energetic frequencies was so high that people can have a healing in that person's presence. From James 4:1-2, those conflicts and disputes among you, where do they come from? Do they not come from your cravings? Oh, that was my own word that I used earlier. That are at war within you. You want something and do not have it. You covet something and cannot obtain it. So you engage in conflict. I'm about to have a mic drop, a podium drop. I'm about to fall over. I'm going to take that one more time. Are you feeling it? It's everything that we spoke about when standing on the chair, right? All of us, we spoke about this. It's us waiting for some next moment that may actually not come. We're not promised a next moment. So I'm going to invite everybody within the sound of my voice to get it, like, isn't there's a song, Happy? Yeah. We could do that at the end. It's like now. It's right now. This is James 4:1-2. Those conflicts and disputes among you, where do they come from? Do they not come from your cravings that are at war within you? You want something and do not have it. You covet something and cannot obtain it. So you engage in conflict. So the idea is, it's okay to be wanty. I tell people all the time, I'm not really needy, I'm kind of wanty. Right? It's okay to be wanty. Some people can use that as a vision board, right? At the same time, can we start from that place of happiness and loveliness and peace and fulfillment right here and right now? Can we? That's my invitation to all those within the sound of my voice. Then there's just a couple more things. So this is from Rick Hansen, and the title of this piece or the book was How to Grow an Unshakable Core of Calm, Strength, and Happiness. Every day, beautiful things happen. The sun rises. A stranger smiles at you. A bud flowers. Your pet loves on you. If you stop and mindfully take in the good with all your senses, the sights, the sounds, the smells, and the sensations, and savor that for 15 seconds or so, your brain makes new neural networks that counter the negativity bias. I have to read this. This is from Ralph Waldo Emerson. It's a little bit deep. We see the world piece by piece as the sun, the moon, the animal, the tree. But the whole of these shining parts is the soul. From within, a light shines through us and makes us aware that we, the light, is all. From Eric Butterworth, The Creative Life. You are, I am, a perfect idea of infinite mind. Wholeness is the only way the universe knows you. And I'd like us to just affirm that. If you believe it, that's when you say the affirmation. I am a perfect idea in infinite mind. Are you? Let's do it again, because that was kind of like, I am a perfect idea in infinite mind. Much better. I am wholeness. Wholeness is the only way the universe knows me. Very good. Now there's a couple other quotes. I just want to throw them out there pretty quick because I think some of us can relate. This is from a Sufi mystic and poet named Rabia of Basra. My body is covered with wounds that this world made. But I heard God say, could you kiss the hand that caused you each scar? For you will not find me until you do. From John O'Donohue, it's called Beauty, the Invisible Embrace. When we are wounded, we close up. Rather than soft, porous skin growing back over the opening, we grow a shell. Once we recognize how control and self-protection rob life of vitality and rhythm, we will find ourselves slowly advancing towards the threshold of risk and trust once again. It is such a waste to become absent from life, but we must find the courage and vision at the points of wounding to believe that new risk can take us into new life. From Taoism, happiness is the absence of striving for happiness. Can I do that one more time? It's attributed to Chuang-Tzu. Taoism, happiness is the absence of striving for happiness. Let's just say it. Happiness is the absence of striving for happiness. All right. And from Native American culture, contentment or happiness derived from material object is a false belief which fades as quickly as it is felt. True happiness comes from within, as it is the soul that possesses the quality of happiness. Doing good unto others, being true to self, loving all life forms. From Hinduism, Pantanjal Yoga Sutras. Your desire for pleasure or happiness makes you unhappy. Examine whenever you are miserable or unhappy. Behind this misery is you wanting to be happy. Craving for happiness brings misery. When you crave for happiness, you invite misery. When you don't care for happiness, you are liberated. And when you don't even care for liberation, you attain love. And I'm going to close with a quote from Jack London. It's a book called I'd Rather Be a Meteor. Do you love that already? It goes like this. I would rather be ashes than dust. I would rather that my spark should burn out in a brilliant blaze than it should be sifted by dry rot. I would rather be a superb meteor, every atom of me in magnificent glow, than a sleepy and permanent planet. The function of man is to live, not to exist. I shall not waste my days trying to prolong them. I shall use my time. Up to a certain point, it is necessary for all people to live our lives in the world in which we find ourselves and to make the best of it. But beyond that point, we must create a world of our own. And the greatest thing about life is that it is always giving us the opportunity to create something new. It's never too late to start over, to make a fresh beginning, to blaze a new trail. Life is short, and we have but a brief time in which to explore, to learn, to experience, and to create. Let us make the most of that time, and let us burn brightly, like meteors across the night sky, leaving behind us a trail of light and inspiration for those who come after us. And let's just close together, and I'll try to make an affirmation of that last sentence. Life is short. I make the most of my time. I choose to burn brightly, like a meteor across the night sky. I leave behind a trail of great light. I leave behind a trail of great inspiration for all those who come after me. And so now it's the time for the offering. The service is just about complete. I'm going to invite everybody to take your tithes and your gifts and your offerings. If you have them, just bless them. You can online, David and Craig will put in the chat where to go ahead and support, sustain, and maintain your spiritual center. And if you believe in the affirmation, then we'll say it together. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world. And it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
Thank you for giving. Thank you for receiving. And thank you for being who you are. Thank you for breathing. Thank you for believing, and thank you for being who you are. The universe is flowing with love that's ever growing. You are the vessel of that love.
Stay with me.
So thank you for caring. Bless you for your sharing. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being who you are.
So I invite the congregation to outstretch our hands toward the offerings received. No, they come in all week. Isn't that amazing? They come in, honestly, all week. I think it's amazing with technology. So bless them. Let's see them multiplied, magnified, to continue the mission of CRS Redlands for the next 70 plus years. For those visiting, it's been 71 or 72 years here already in Redlands. Isn't that amazing? Can you feel it? We affirm it together and declare and say, and so it is. All right, and if you want, there's forms. If you ever want to give when you're not here, there's forms on the tables. You can fill them out and give those to Eileen. And now Lisa has the announcements.
All right, announcements for today, February 9th. Plan to attend third Monday nights starting February 17th from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock p.m. in person here in the sanctuary for Tao Te Ching Book Study Club, facilitated by Jim Crump. Stay with us after service for potluck snacks and fellowship, and you are invited to rise for the closing song as the ushers will open up the double doors. Thank you for being here with us today.
I used to think I'd always be alone, separate, misunderstood. I spend my days in quiet desperation, but on the outside, things looked good. Oh yeah, sounds like a den of rattlers out there. Then I discovered the error of my thinking, the lie at the base of all my fears. So simple that it turned my world around. Oh, why did it take so many years? Now I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. There is no separation, no matter what it looks like. No separation, no matter what they say. No separation except what I imagine. And I imagine separation's gone away. It's gone away. No more. I don't buy it. Now I am walking with my eyes. I want to hear you. Walking with my eyes wide open, I am knowing